Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So today's makeup look that I'm going to be doing is going to be on something very simple, something you can wear to iftar parties or even like housewarming party. So let me show you the makeup that I actually plan to do for today's tutorial. So I actually came across a picture of Alia Bhaat, and this is the makeup that she did, which was very subtle. It had like a beautiful red sari, like a low bun, and a very minimal makeup look, right? And that is kind of like the look that I wanted to go for, because a lot of you guys actually asked me to do something more natural, and it makes sense because we don't wear like heavy Instagram makeup on a day-to-day basis, or even to someone's house party or to iftar party. Lately, throughout this entire quarantine thing, it became very difficult because you're always doing your own thing. Like for me, for example, I'm either cooking. I honestly think I've become Chef Ramsay because all I'm doing is cooking new dishes and trying out different things, which really is, great way to spend some time, right? But I feel like I'm going to turn into Chef Ramsay or something like that. But anyways, alright. So I'm gonna start the tutorial because this is my problem. I start talking and I talk non-stop. So for today's base makeup, I actually have my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is the one in 310. And this is actually one of those foundations that I really like, and it's very similar to Estee Lauder. I'm gonna pour some on the palette, but then again, it's up to you if you want to do it this way. I like to pour it on the palette because it's easier to use, and I feel like I don't drop anywhere else. One time I was like trying to pour it on my face and I literally dropped it on my dress. So ever since I've been doing this way, but if you're comfortable any other way, go for it. Beauty blender, I'm going to be using Kiehl Beauty Blender. There are 3 of them, and I believe they're like about $10 at Shoppers Drug Mart. And the reason why I like them, I'll be honest, is because they're pretty soft. Like when you wet them, they're as soft as your actual beauty blender. Okay, so now this is wet and I can actually dig right into my foundation and start applying it. This foundation actually matches my skin really well. And also the reason why I'm looking this way a lot of times is because I have my laptop in front of me, so I'm kind of also seeing, so the camera kind of stays in focus. Alright, so now it's time for concealer. For that, I'm going to be using my Age Rewind Concealer by Maybelline. Now, as you can tell, I pretty much used it entirely. I just have a little bit, tiny bit left here, and I think that should be good enough because we're not layering our foundation for today's makeup. So as long as it does a little bit of coverage and brings out the higher points of your face, it's just perfectly fine with us. Okay. Well, that's pretty good enough. I thought it doesn't have a lot in it, but it does a pretty good job. And it is in the shade Golden Door. So now I'm going to use powder. For that, I'm going to be using Maybelline Loose Finishing Powder in shade Medium Deep. I think the shade might be a little too dark for the highlighted areas, but whatever. I'm going to still dust slightly so I don't put a whole bunch. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing baking. I'm just going to be dusting the powder so that way I don't put too much. Let's see. It matches my shade very nicely, to be honest. Let's see how it works on the highlighted areas. Alright, so I actually like how the base is turning out. Like as you can see, my neck, my face actually matches really well. Alright, so now I'm gonna go straight into contouring. Right, for that I'm going to be using this one, which is the Master Contour by Face Studio, which is this one right here. and let me show you what it looks like. So I'm gonna take the contour shade right now, right? And what I like about this contour shade, I'll be honest, it's not super dark. Like, it does give you that contour to your face, but it's not to a point where, you know, it's a stroke of dark, like dark powder. Even with my nose, I'm just gonna slightly dust both sides and call it a day, right? Now for blush, I'm gonna be using this one from Maybelline. And today's makeup, I want to keep everything very like affordable, because it's not something, honestly, for day-to-day use, I don't like using too much, so, or too expensive stuff. Personally, I do like Maybelline and L'Oreal same translucent powder. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create that line here so my contour looks a little more chiseled and a lot cuter, right? No, I'm joking. Of course, we want to clean up the contour line because that makes it look really nice. And because we don't have a lot of layers, you have to play around with the powders, and that's basically the trick we're going to do today. Alright, so now it's time for the highlighter, and for that I have my Maybelline highlighters. One is the Molten Gold and the other one is called Molten Rose Gold. So clearly this is more pinkish, this is more golden, and as you can see I have used this one quite a lot, and this one there is a lot left. Now I'm going to take the same brush. I'm not using a lot of different brush. I only probably used my beauty blender, and now I'm using this Real Technique brush. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is really pigmented for a drugstore product. And my highlighter is done. I'm gonna spray some more setting spray to make sure everything stays together. And then I'm gonna apply my lipstick, just because I don't want my chapped lips like that. Especially because in today's video I'm talking, and it's kind of weird when you have dry lips and you're trying to talk. So again, I'm using my makeup setting spray by Maybelline. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Alright, so now it's done. Right? Now I'm going to use my lipstick, and for that I'm using Maybelline Super Straight. I can speak. I cannot speak today. This is what happens when you stay in isolation. I swear on God, I forget how to talk to people, and I feel like I'm mumbling and jumbling all the words up, and I'm just like, okay, I cannot talk today. I'm gonna be using Maybelline Super Stay. This is called Ink Crayon, and this is in the shade Lead the Way. Now I actually saw this color on Instagram. Someone actually applied it. See the color? I don't know if it matches this, but I mean, somewhat not. It's more on the peachy side, and my lipstick is more on the pinkier side, or mauvey pink side. But let's look at Deepika's one. Now it definitely matches Deepika's one. I actually got this like 2-3 days ago, and this is pretty good, I would say. It feels really like soft on the lips, quite hydrating. Now I don't know if it's gonna be longer, see what I mean? I can't speak today. I don't know if it's gonna stay long, but definitely feels very soft. You know, I'm gonna stay away kind of from Maybelline for this one, and I'm going to be using Kiss New York Professional. They're also a very affordable brand. Now it's time for the eyebrows, and for that I'm going to stay a little away from my Maybelline products, and I'm gonna go into Kiss Professional New York product. And I really like their product, to be honest. Their eyeshadows are super pigmented as well, and they come in single forms and in a palette. Do check out their website sometimes. They're actually pretty good. They're also very affordable, which is why I'm using it for this video, because it's affordable and we're doing an affordable video. Alright, so we're gonna go right into the eyebrow routine. Okay, so first thing, I always like to draw a line from here, right? And kind of swipe upwards And then I like to do this outer, I wouldn't say outer, sorry. This is like the arch, right? So I like to draw the arch in and then like towards the inside and kind of like join this one and this one together. And then I like to do the outer portion right now and then fill in the sparse areas. Now again, we don't want to make our eyebrows look too deep dark and all that stuff because we're not using too many we're not going to be using too many eyeshadow colors, so we want to keep it very natural, and that is why I'm going to keep it natural as well. And good thing about this product is it does apply very natural as well. This is what it looks like, and let me open it up for you. This is what the colors look like. It has a really nice amount of like mattes and shimmer eyeshadows, so it's definitely very, very beautiful, as you can tell. So we're gonna be using this eyeshadow today. Now let's see how it works actually. Kind of confused what I want to use. Okay, so first color I'm going to be using is called Explorer, and we're going to use Explorer. I do see a little bit of fallout on the palette, not on my skin yet, but you know, sometimes when eyeshadow tends to do that, it's a good thing because it means it's very pigmented, and we want the eyeshadow to be pigmented, right? It's not a bad thing, you can always clear it out. So now I've already taken it on my brush and I'm gonna just start dabbing it. Whoa! Oops. Wow, that's crazy! I never thought this would be this pigmented. And I just dropped the brush. Great. Okay. I'm blown by the quality of it. I think I actually, oh gosh, I made my palette really messy. I think I digged in too hard. I could go softer with the other one. Definitely is very pigmented. I did not expect that, to be honest. For some reason my camera stopped recording, so I don't know what happened there, but I hope I didn't miss anything. I'm gonna be using this color right here as my brow bone color. It's like a flesh tone, but definitely it's matte color. This is turning out like my skin tone, which is kind of nice because I didn't want to make my eye, like my brow bone, stand out too much, so it's blending it really nicely. This actually is quite pigmented, I would say, for Maybelline. This palette is amazing. I think I'm going to be using this bronzy color right here. Where is it? Right here. See that? I'm going to be using this color now. But before I use it, I'm going to kind of spray my brush with some Makeup Fix Plus. I always like to believe that shimmer eyeshadows picks really well when you have the brush a little wet with some makeup setting spray. You know, I don't want to take chances. It's not going to end up being good. Ooh, it's really good. Okay, so good idea. I actually did spray some with makeup setting spray and it's picking up really good. So it's good. And surprisingly, no fallout on the shimmer eyeshadow, maybe because I've already sprayed it with some setting spray. Can you see that? Oh, it's really beautiful. The eyeshadows are blending in super nicely, and it's really worth its price, not gonna lie. Okay, and now for inner corners, I'm gonna be using the shimmer right here. Next color I'm gonna be using is this one right here, and I'm gonna use that on the outer corners. I like how the eye makeup actually is turning out to be. And the eyeshadows are beautiful. It's blending in very nicely. I just love it. I'm gonna take this color right here. It's called Fighter. Right there. And I'm just gonna use it as a transition between my lid and my outer part of my eyes, like the outer corner color and my lid color. I'm just gonna blend it right in between so it kind of marries them together right here. See what I mean? Another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a clean brush and I'm gonna dust away all that fallout that happened right there. There was not a lot of fallout, just a little bit of fallout, so it's pretty good. Oh, I actually love the transition of this eyeshadow. But yeah, let me know guys what you think on the comment down below, okay? I actually love this palette, to be honest. Beautiful palette. Another thing I wanted to do before I finish off with my eyeshadow, I'm gonna wet this brush, right? Like dip it in my eyeshadow, like makeup setting spray. I'm gonna dip it in some makeup setting spray. And then what I want to do is I want to take this gold again, but this time my brush is super wet, okay? Like super wet. I want to now apply it and see how it turns out. Okay, you ready? Oh my gosh, I think it's applying a lot nicer. Guys, can you see this? I'm sure you can see this because it's very vibrant and oh wow, okay, you know what? I'll do the same for this eye. Good, I tried that before saying I'm done with the eyeshadows. This is looking really good. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna do the same eye. This color in between that I used to marry the two colors together, I'm gonna do the same with you. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna do the same here. Oh, I definitely love how it turned out even more because now it looks super pigmented. Okay, looks like this makeup is no longer natural makeup, but you know what guys, just have fun with the palette, right? That's what matters. So whatever, I'm gonna keep it to that because it did turn out very nice. So now I'm gonna go straight into my eyeliner and then mascara, right? Okay, so now I've already applied eyeliner, mascara, and lashes on my this side. I'm gonna work on this side right now. I'm gonna be using Infallible Paints. This is by L'Oreal, and this is obviously in the shade black. For mascara, I'm gonna be using Maybelline Snapscara, which is beautiful. It just gives your lashes an instant lift. Alright, so now that the eyeliner is done, you can always choose to keep it natural like this side, or you can always wear a pair of lashes like this side. And the reason why I like lashes because it makes your eyes, like it brings it together. Your eye makeup, I find like it's pretty much not that attractive without the eyelashes. So eyelashes makes the eye makeup come together. So here I have my fake lashes, and as you can tell, it's a very natural looking one as opposed to some of the heavy ones I've used in my other videos. So I'm going to be using this one, and I'm not too sure who's it by because as you can see I've cut off the top, but I think it's by Kiss Lashes. So for the glue I have Super Strong Hold. This is eyelash adhesive in black and it is by Eye Envy. So here's my lash, right? I always like to kind of put it here. I like to put it right here. And I like this eyelash glue because it has like a brush here, so it's easy to kind of just take some and apply some. Okay. I'm gonna blow it till it's kind of like tacky, and then it's gonna sit on the eyeliner area close to my lash line very perfectly. I'm gonna take this and apply it right here. I always like to place the ends first, like so, and then I like to use my 2 fingers to push down the inner corners. This is how it turned out. I have to say I'm honestly in love with this makeup look. Let me know what you guys think. Also, I'm gonna go quickly wear my outfit and my jewelry and I'll be right back. So here it is. This is how it looks. I have worn like similar sari, kind of like Alia Bhaat, and the makeup, and you know I got the earrings kind of like that. So I did a little bit of twist obviously with my eye makeup, but everything else is pretty much inspired by her. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial, and if you guys did, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, and also hit the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching.